1986 boys soccer team. It's the first in school history to become state champions in the sport. After hard-fought games against Mount Pleasant, Concord, and Tower Hill, Spartans defeated rival Salesiana in Nailbud, a thrilling sudden death, 1-0 overtime triumph. The 1986 team set the groundwork for the program that will go on to win 11 state championships. To accept the honor, we invite Captain Bruce Smith, class of 1987, to stage.
Bruce.
On a baseball note first, Randy, I have some of those same memories about TL, Mr. Sabatino, and definitely Bruce St. Mark's Community, a Hall of Fame selection committee, distinguished guests, fellow inductees, teammates, coaches, faculties, friends, and family. It is a true honor to speak to you tonight, having one more duty as captain on behalf of the 1986 St. Mark's boys soccer. We knew we had done something special way back then, walking off the field with, a state championship trophy. We'll do that to you. But for sure, that has been a badge of honor that I personally bragged about for 33 years and having with kids now as well. But being the first soccer state champion for St. Mark's was an honor, but also the fact that the program then proceeded to win 10 more state titles over the next 15 years. Wow, that really gave that 86 team, I think, we took special pride for a long time after we left these halls, and we helped those other teams continuing to blaze a trail, wanting to put banners up into the gym. So this is the 50th anniversary of the school, and so to go back to 86 for a moment, not only were we a young school, but you have to remember that the soccer program was only 8 years old at that time. And we had Coach Tom Donatius, stepping in as our rookie head coach that year. Now, fun fact about Mr. D, who is an alumni himself, but he also scored the very first goal in St. Mark's history. So very fitting that he came back to be the second head coach of the program, and now is taking over the reins from another beloved coach, Carmine Chickadell. And he had led the 83 and 85 teams to state championship games, but losing to Salesiana and Tower Hill. A lot of the seniors on that 86 team were juniors on the 85 team that lost to Tower Hill, myself included. And that game was in horrible weather. The bus broke down on the way to the state championship game. The soccer gods were against us here that day. But we came back in 86 believing we could win it all and thinking we were focused. Mr. D had us running twice as far as we had ever run before, really. The summer two-a-days, I think we ran the cross-country course twice, and then we practiced. But I think that got us in the best shape of any team in the state. But we did start off 2-2-1. We had a big team meeting after a big loss, and that got us refocused. And we only had one loss from then on, but that was also to rival Tower Hill. But it was the regular season. We played a man down for half the game. We had to play uphill both days. But that part is true, that we did have to play a man down. We went into the playoffs as the number 5 seed. And with a 12-3-1 record, we were now playing some of our best soccer, and especially on defense. BJ Reeser, Sean Wallace, and Jay Kimball were all dynamite on defense, but certainly junior Eric Hedinger was amazing at goal. In our 4-game playoff run, he only gave up 1 goal, and that was on a bogus penalty kick to Tower Hill. But in the first round of those playoffs, we played through overtime to a 0-0 tie, and then needed a second round of shootouts to beat Mount Pleasant. So we were almost out in the first round. We then beat Concord 2-0, and in the semifinals, we come back to face Tower Hill, and they were ranked number 1, and we won 2-1. So we went, revenge. And now in the state finals, we face our other real sports rival, Sally's. And we had beaten them in the regular season, but this was now revenge for 83, it was revenge for 85. I remember an overhead announcement being made at the Glasgow Stadium before that last overtime period. Something like, the next overtime period ends in another 0-0 tie that we'll have to come back on Monday. But 37 seconds later, junior John Sternfels threw in an inbounds pass, and it went off the head of Sean Wallace, and then that went off the head of junior Andy Tarver. Ball never touched the ground, game over. It then was crazy, as a lot of the honorees here tonight are remembering as well. Constant yelling, rushing the field, pile on each other, hug one another, hugging former teammates, hugging cheerleaders. Sounds like hugging volleyball players too. I can't breathe on the bottom of this pile. Ultimate joy, kind of crazy. And then the next school day, seeing that the makeshift signs as you drive through up the driveway, we are state champs. I mean, those were some really great glory days there. It's also great to see a lot of the other 80s teams being honored here tonight. I remember every one of their titles too. It really was contagious back then, I feel like. The girls basketball won, volleyball, wrestling, baseball, and finally in 86, soccer. We didn't have many players getting college scholarships to play beyond high school. I think that goes to show that we just had a bunch of good kids that became great men, and for at least 1 year, they did what it took and ran that extra mile, or 20, Mr. Dave, to become one of the school's best teams. Special thanks again to the Hall of Fame Selection Committee for this honor of being amongst the first teams to be inducted into the Smh Hall of Fame. The victory some 33 years ago could not have been possible without the leadership of you, Coach Dave, our other coaches and managers, our predecessors like Coach Chickadell, the 83 and 85 teams, and of course to the rest of my teammates from the 86 team. Every one of you, we did it together, and the excitement of being on the field for witnessing one of the best walk-off goals of all time from Andy Tarver. Congratulations, thank you, and with the 86 coming up.